I used to see the kids on the floor that had cancer, and they would be riding around on their tricycles with their IV poles behind them, and they would be laughing, but I would also see their parents behind them and the worry in their eyes. I don't know how these parents do it. And that's why Angels Among Us is so important, is because nobody understands, unless you actually go through it, how devastating cancer can be to a family.
Angels Among Us provides financial assistance to families living in or being treated in the state of Nebraska.
Just to be able to keep some normalcy and keep some peace of mind for everyone in that home, I think is needed, and I think that's what we provide as an organization. So the last thing anyone should have to worry about is how to make ends meet when your child's sick, because that should be your top priority.
We missed a third, maybe more of our income this year, and if we didn't have those avenues of support, there's no way we would have made it. You know, we were able to keep going and focus our energy on what really mattered her, instead of having to worry about, are we going to be able to pay our mortgage this month, or are we going to be able to fill our gas tank?
Just the overall day-to-day life has drastically changed. Like, you can't do the stuff you wanted to do in the past. And
before this happened to us, you know, I was always the person that ignored the stories of kids with cancer because it was just too sad to read. I think I saw a statistic over the winter, how they said, you know, eight kids have died of influenza this year. And that's an epidemic, but I think it was like 864 kids have died of cancer, and yet that's rare. When you just ignore the stories and just believe it's never going to happen to you, you're not helping all those other families that have to battle it.
You know, for so long, there was a point where we didn't know if she was going to make it because we didn't know what was wrong with her. And so now I have like a hopeful future for her that I can think about. So
Our support is funding. It's that exhale. I want these people to feel like I had to walk through this. I may never understand why, but there were people that walked alongside me, and therefore I want to walk alongside others who are coming behind me.
I'd like there to never be a waiting list. That would be huge. It seems like just when we get a little bit bigger, our waiting list gets bigger, and it just keeps happening. But it's because the awareness is getting bigger.
So I think that every single child is a warrior. This doesn't define you, even no matter how sick you are, because we see that, you know, with tragedy comes, you know, triumph, and through it all, it makes you only stronger. And in the end, when you look back at it, you're like, wow, I did that.
God left me on this earth so that I can help those families.
I want our families to know that the only reason we exist is to do what we do. This is a mission for me because I want to see these families thrive.